Hey! Give me just a second, I'll be right over there. There we go. Right where I want to be. Now, give me just a second to check my audio real quick. Alright. So, greetings, creatures and humans alike. I am MagiQDog, and tonight we are finally going to be reacting to One Piece Chapter 1101. Oh god, wait till the next 10 chapters and stuff. We're gonna have 1111. But yeah, I am so excited for this because, like I said in the previous stream, I've been busy with a lot of stuff, so I wasn't able to react to the chapter. And it's been killing me. I want to react to it so badly. But before that, I've actually got to do a couple of chatting stuff. So, first thing first. Holy crap. My last video on Twitch has almost reached 100 views. I honestly did not expect that. I'm flabbergasted. Like, for real. I mean, after the stream, I'm like, sure, maybe I'll get like maybe a few people watching it and stuff, but it's gonna be no big deal. Nope, as soon as I woke up, I had a feeling like I need to check my Twitch stream, so I just went on there on the iPad, and boom, I had 91 views, and I'm like, holy shit! I actually, after I put it down and do some other stuff, I was like, okay, I gotta check this again, because I'm pretty sure my mind was just playing tricks on me. I went on my phone, on my Twitch app, and yeah, I had 91 freaking views. And I'm like, holy crap! It can't be! There's no way! There is no way that many people wanted to go on my stream in order to see me talk about my character designs, of course. I mean, obviously, that last part of the stream was really... I'm just kidding, It's obviously about that Twitch guidelines and stuff, and me promising about a succubus drawing. But yeah, I was still surprised. And even right before the stream started, I saw that a few more people has watched it. Not reaching 100 views yet, but getting close. But alas, unfortunately, I have some news to share. And I hope that you guys, the 94 plus people that have watched the previous stream, are watching this one. Unfortunately, Twitch has updated its guidelines again. And it seems that they have backtracked it from what they said before. Which means if I were to do that succubus drawing like I promised, most likely I will get banned. And honestly, I wouldn't really care much about the banning itself, but you know, I don't know. Would I really care all that much if I get banned for a little bit? But yeah, I've pretty much decided that since the Twitch guidelines are into effect now, and I don't want to get in any deep trouble, like really, really deep trouble, I'm gonna have to backtrack on that succubus drawing. Now, before any of you say anything, I'm like, I know, I made the promise, and it seems like I can't keep it. However, that does not mean I am giving up on the succubus. In fact, I actually have a devious idea. So, for those of you that are now hearing this, continue with the 100 views. Try to reach that 100 goal. Because if you do, I promise something special with that succubus. Sure, I can't do any of the nudity, profanity thing like that you guys wanted. but I'll do something extra special. May do like a little bit of a comic strip with it. May have her talk about what happened with the guidelines. And maybe her having a bit of a, not really, you know what, it's going to be like a seductive tease in a sense. Maybe a plot twist that it may become horrifying, but we'll cross that road whenever we get there. So yeah, like I said, continue on with the fuse, and I will try to deliver something else that'll be just as good as what I promise. Because even though I can't deliver that promise directly, I will try my best to make up for it. That you can guarantee on my word as MagiQDog. Well, anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started with the chapter reaction, okay? Okay. So, we're going to be using the VIC thing. So, hold on tight, and let's begin. Let's see. Ooh. Looks like we got a big Oda drawing, kind of like a poster thing. Pretty much just showing Vegapunk along with his satellites, along with his Megapunk 1 in the back. Oh, it's blue color. Huh. Didn't really expect that. Oh, these are the color schemes. I didn't realize that when I first looked at them. Let's see. Figures. Oh, that's really unique. Let's see. Didn't really imagine York with blonde hair, to be honest with you. It kind of fits, though. Anyways. Page 1. Now, since I'm doing these on the Fizz website and stuff, my pages may be a bit different from how I normally do. So please bear with me. Anyways, like I said, page 1. Okay. So, 3 years ago, on Mount Corfor of the Goa Kingdom, we pretty much have the forest area, but we see a very long stretchy leg stretching up to the sky, and we hear the familiar "Gum Gum." We did see Kuma just looking up and watching this. We did have a scene of the young Luffy using Gum Gum Axe. Oh, hang on. Gum Gum Axe! Pretty much destroying a pretty good sized boulder. We see the tiger and the crocodile just being shocked by this, being like, we better not mess with this guy. Let's see. We did see Kuma just hiding in the forest, just looking on. And then we have him remembering pretty much a thought bubble that says dragon. What does that say? We'll find out in page 2. Okay, so we pretty much have a flashback of a dragon and Kuma looking over to a kingdom. I'm going to say that it has to be the city of Goa, which I forgot what it is. Let's see, there's a great terminal, there's the city, and then there's the inner plaza. I think it's just the Goa Kingdom. But anyways, we pretty much see them looking at it from the distance. And we hear Kuma talking to Dragon, like, Dragon, you seem familiar with this nation. And I can't help but notice that you've been traveling to pretty much to a certain village at the edge. And you seem to be watching a particular young person. Do you have any idea what that's about? But we see Dragon walking away from Kuma as he says, keep going. If you don't, you'll end up seeing me get killed. Which kind of confuses Kuma as he asks, what do you mean by that, Dragon? And of course, Dragon just having like a, with his eyes shadowed out, saying, you know, for any parent, children are a big vulnerability. Realizing the hint, Kuma on the chip is like, forgive me. I'll forget everything that I saw in Mission. We then see the present Kuma in this flashback watching Luffy from the distance as Luffy is just proudly seeing what he done to the boulder. He's like, oh yeah, that's going to be a special attack for sure. I'm going to use that against really tough pirates out there. And once I'm a pirate, I'm going to find some new crewmates. And I'm going to be king of the pirates. Yeah! Page 3. Oh, age 16. I was off by a bit. But anyways, let's continue on. Oh, that poor tiger and crocodile. Okay, interesting. So, we now see Luffy just lifting up his right leg. It's showing Monkey D. Luffy, age 16. And he's talking to the tiger and the crocodile, which have bumps on their head, the poor things. As he tells them, and you know, my crewmates, there's going to be times whenever they get beat up or even captured. But don't worry, whenever that happens, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to use my Gum Gum axe, no matter who it is, and I'm going to beat him up. You see? Huh? Why are you two cowering? Don't worry, I'm not going to eat you, because you're weak. So, yeah, we just see the tiger and the crocodile just cowering back in fear, because, holy crap, this kid is strong. We did see Kuma just watching, however, his transponder cell was started ringing and stuff, alerting Luffy. He turns around saying like, huh? Who's there? But Kuma, using his powers, was able to teleport himself out of there. And Luffy, just having a bit of a sweat on his head, is like, huh, that's weird. Kind of felt something like it was watching me. Is there some kind of big boss that's still lurking somewhere in these mountains? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna hunt it before I set sail. But yeah. Looks like he's having a bit of a temper tantrum with a big smoke puff out from the forest. I cannot talk today. Well, my throat's still sore from being sick. Hang on. Okay, page 4. Yeah, page 4. Poor Kuma. I forgot how sad this backstory is. Anyways, we see that Kuma's ship is arriving to a nearly destroyed merchant ship. As we hear someone over the intercom is saying, Pirates seem to have pillaged a merchant ship and are now on the run. You need to find them and sink their ship at once. Farther me, Kuma, what are you doing? While the person is just going yap 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 yap. We see Kuma talking to the merchants as the merchant says, "They just came out of nowhere, man. We thought we were goners." And we see Kuma talking to them saying, "I will take the injured ones to the hospital right now, so relax." And that confuses the merchants, being like, okay. Let's see. Oh god, do I really need to be doing this with a sore throat? Anyways, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm kind of going to give like a speed run and stuff on this now, because I feel like my throat ain't going to take it. Anyways, Kuma just says like, you go ahead, I'm going to catch up and stuff, and the merchants are they're going to be like, "Oh, thank you. I thought we were goners. Thank you so much." All the while, the intercom saying, "Kuma, come in. Kuma, Kuma. I know you're there, Kuma." Skipping later on into that night, we see that Kuma's ship arrive at the pirates, and he pretty much tells them, "Guys, give yourself up." And the pirates are like, "Okay, we're sorry. We're gonna return everything. Man, give the treasure back." "What do you mean you want to keep the treasure? Do you want to die? This is far from you, Kuma, for crying out loud. You know, the tyrant, the warlord. Just give him back the money." Anyways, seems like the time has skipped a bit, where he's sailing on the seas all by himself, which I'm pretty sure that's the sun rising up, and he's writing into his letter to Bonnie like, "Dear Bonnie." Oh man, there's a lot of talking on this one. "The world is full of beautiful and wondrous sights, and they are far more beautiful than what is mentioned in any picture or book could describe. I wish you was here to react them with me, Bonnie." Page 5. Ooh, the Sorbet Kingdom. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Uh-oh. Anyways, back to the Sorbet Kingdom. We see the whole kingdom itself. Then we see the church. All the while, we keep hearing a certain little girl saying, "Is he here yet? Is 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 he here yet?" We see her opening the mailbox and stuff, and just watching it while repeating those words. Pretty much becoming a parrot at this point. We see Kuma's two old buddies and stuff, whose name still escapes me at this time, and the big guy, which is like, I want to say Gil. I feel like that's his name, Gil. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But anyways, he tells Bonnie, "Hey, Bonnie, he's probably still busy with his work, and the news crew sometimes make mistakes about delivering them. However," Bonnie says like, "Yeah, but Daddy said he'll write me lots and lots of letters." And Gil, which I'm just gonna call him that at the time, says, "Yeah, and you know those letters take a long time. You gotta be patient, Bonnie." And we see Connie talking to Bonnie, saying like, "Oh, don't worry, dear. They'll get here eventually. Anyways, we see the news crew flying by, drop the newspaper, newspaper. That sounds like an actual pepper, to be honest with you. But anyway, the newspaper and the letter. And of course, the nurse, who is Alpha, uh, happens to see this and she's like, oh, a newspaper. And a letter as well. And she just picks it up and like, well, let's see what is on here. Now then, over to page 6. Uh-oh. Which? I was right! It was Gio Gio! I was right! Sorry, I had to... Anyways, we see that Alpha gave the newspaper to another agent, and she tells him, please put this newspaper in the church post box. And of course he's like, yes, ma'am. Let's see. We see Gio Gio opening up to see that it's just a newspaper. And of course Bonnie is all super static, being like, ah, any letters? But Gio Gio says, nope, just the paper. Sorry, Bonnie. And of course she's like, anyways, back to outside of the church, which is now fortified and everything. We hear the agency talking to, we hear that other agent talking to Alpha as they start talking like this. Huh, another letter? Yep. How many is this now? Well, he normally sends about 10 a month. There has to be dozens by now at this point. She then holds up the letter, and then she starts tearing it up with a disgust look as she says, I'm surprised that he hasn't run out of things to write. I mean, really, to Bonnie? What a complete sap. Let's see. We didn't hear the letter saying, lastly, Bonnie, as I've said so many times before, I will send you these letters with all my love in the world, and I shall write again. Meanwhile, on the inside, Bonnie's using her HH powers to turn into a huge buff woman as she tells Gio, Gio, and Jenga, let's fight! Fight me! You look like a full-bound muscle woman. Anyways, page 7. Okay. Oh my god, poor Gio Gio. He doesn't stand a chance. You witch! The heck was that? Better not be no Wasper. Let's see. Ah, I see. She's very smart indeed. Okay, this is very interesting. Hang on. God dang squeaky ass chair. Let's see. We see Bonnie just starting to pound on Gil, the poor guy, and she grabs him by the mouth and stuff and starts to throw a fist. All the while, Alpha comes in and she's like, "Okay, Bonnie, looks like it's time to take your medicine." She does become shocked, and she's like, "Wait, what?" However, she sees that it's Gil lying on the floor with Bonnie on top of him, and she thinks to in her head, "That's weird. I could have sworn Bonnie looked like a giantress there for a second." Oh yeah, Buccaneer and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, over time, we see Bonnie taking the yucky medicine, and she's like, "I hate this. It's yucky. It doesn't taste that good." And of course, Alpha's like, "This is how. That just shows that it's working." While in her mind, she's thinking, "If only you knew it's just bitter syrup." The twerp. We did see Gil and Connie talking to each other in whispers as he asked, "Hey, Connie, so why is it bad if they know about Bonnie's powers?" And she's like, "Oh, it's just in case. After all, a wise hawk often hides his talents." She knows something up. She knows something's up. Excuse me. Anyways, we now cut over to Navy Science Division, Laboratory 8, also known in the future as Egghead Island. We did see some doctors and stuff talking to Vegapunk as they're like, "It's already done? That's amazing!" "Yep. After this, I just need to use the island clouds to make the lab and the brain float. You know, to be honest with you, half of all the structures that you see is actually just holograms. This has been my plan for Punk Hazard 2, truth be told. That is until an incident happened. Oh, it only seemed like yesterday." Anyways, back to the topic. And back to the paging. Page. Wait, what page am I on now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, page 8. Ooh, Stussy. Let's see. Okay, page 8, page 8. Okay, there is something over here that is making a buzzing sound. And I am afraid that it is a whisper. Is it in my... No, it shouldn't be. Oh god, I almost turned off my computer. That would have been bad. I'm gonna try to ignore that. Anyways, back to the reading. "Oh, you're gonna make this a lot harder to stream, aren't you, little guy? I think I know where you're at. But if I know that you're in there, you won't bother me. Which means that after this stream, I'm gonna have to turn everything off and try to get you out of there." Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. Anyways, back to the reading. Anyways, we see that Stussy is out there, and oh yeah, no wonder I didn't notice. His speech bubble was covering the top of his head. Why didn't I notice that? Anyways, Stussy is talking to Vegapunk while she saw that he's cut off the top of his head and replaced it with the apple antenna. And she says, "And you've gone and got a new fresh cut. Makes you look so much younger." And he's like, "Ha! It's so light, I could just float away right here at any moment." She then looks over and talks to Kuma as she tells him, "You're really going to lose your free will? I wonder what's worse, a clone with her own free will, or a real human that's going to lose his?" Of course, that makes Vegapunk upset. He's like, "Oh, stop that. You are a human being, no doubt about that." We did see Kuma talking to Vegapunk while he's working on some chemicals and stuff. As he asked him, "So, Vegapunk, what does it mean to lose my free will?" And Vegapunk just gives like a pretty good straight up answer. "You might be following your orders from above right at this moment, but would you continue to do their bidding, even if they told you to kill a child, Kuma?" He's silent as Vegapunk continues. "Losing your free will in this project means losing all of your memories and human emotions that you have gained throughout your whole life." He then looks over as he continues saying, "But I am going to make my damnness, well, certainty," sorry I had to say that, "to make sure that you maintain a bare minimum of your consciousness just right before the very end. That should maybe give you about, let's see, carry the divisions and all that stuff, at least another year, I believe." He then noticed Kuma just writing and stuff, and he's like, "Another letter?" Anyways, page 9. Oh. God, this is heartbreaking. He keeps writing the letters, but they never reach her because Alpha, being a witch, just keeps tearing them up. Makes me want to drop kick her. Anyways, he pretty much tells Vegapunk while continuing to write. Another year? Well, that's plenty, because I'll keep sending them as long as I'm able to. I love my daughter, and if I have another year to ride out this, then it's going to be worth it." Let's see. We did see Stussy kind of smitten at this point, saying, "Oh, that's so sweet." We did hear, we did see the outside of Egghead as Kuma, sorry, brain fart there for a second, says, "You know she's going to be 9 soon. I bet you she's so big right now." And of course, Vegapunk's like, "Well, maybe not in that short of a time span, Kuma." Of course, they all laugh and stuff. As we get to see the letter being written, I don't know when this letter might reach you, but happy 9th birthday, Bonnie. By the way, I am writing from you from Vegapunk's lab, and ... we don't know what else to say, but it's probably something heartbreaking, I assume. Anyways, cutting back over to the church, we have everyone throwing a big birthday party as they all yell, "Happy birthday, Bonnie! It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday, yeah." Sorry, that's a little thing that I do with my friends whenever it's their birthday. Whether I text it out or sing it to them, it's like, "It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday." Oh, that's fun. Anyways, we see Gero. We see a bunch of the old people We also see a young lady, which I don't recognize before. And of course, we see Connie as they all shout this out, trolling streamers, and Gio using that pop thing that shoots out confetti. Anyways, got the hiccups. Page 10. Oh, Bonnie. God, that's a big pizza. Oh, she breaks my heart. Anyways, with all the confetti flying around, she's got a big smile on her face as we see everyone bringing out a huge freaking pizza. I would love to eat that. A huge pizza. As long as they don't use some of those type of sauces, because I will admit, my acid reflux ain't that good when it comes to pizzas. But anyways, continuing on with the story, we have some of the guys saying like, look, it's one of Connie's special huge pizzas. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. And she just starts digging right into it and stuff. And she says, it's so good. Nom, 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 nom. And of course, it's making people laugh. Everyone's having a great time. Cutting over at nighttime though, we see Gio, and I'm guessing Chengu just falling asleep. And Bonnie sneaked over to try to see about the letters. However, she is now sitting on top of the altar table in her room, where she's like, no letters. She then starts to tear up and starts to cry as she says, you know that I'm 9 now, right, Daddy? You say you'll write me letters. Makes me want to cry. Hold it in. Okay, page 11. Okay. Oh my god, that bug, whatever it is, I'm... hang on just a second, guys. Okay. We are now reading. Oh, Kuma. Okay, so, now to the reading. Well, saying what's going on. We see that a bunch of the letters are falling down into the trash can, while the narrator says, half of a year has passed without a single letter reaching Bonnie. Now, cutting back over to the Revolutionary Army's headquarters, Baltigo, as we see Baltigo just out there, we see that Sabo is talking to a soldier saying like, wait, what? Kuma saved you guys? Again? And the guy is like, yeah, he just helped out our army out of a pinch. And now he's just leaving without saying goodbye. Or well, saying anything in general. He's just very quiet. What's going on? And we should see Sabo with a sweat coming down. Cutting over to an unknown location, we see that the soldiers are kind of puzzled by this, as we see Kuma leaving in the distance, with the smoke behind them, fluttering in the wind. We see one of the soldiers reaching out, saying like, hey, Kuma! All the while, we hear Sabo saying, if that's what he wants, don't go after him. Just leave him alone. We didn't see Dragon, or that might be Dragon talking, I don't know. We didn't see him having like a grim expression saying, I'm sure he's got his own reasons. One that he can't really tell us at this moment. Maybe later on in the future, whenever he can finally talk to us. Yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Anyways, getting back over to the church, where the church is just spinning all over the place at this point, because all this screaming. Anyways, we hear Bonnie shouting, I'm healed! She then points over to see that her sapphire scales are now gone. And she tells Alpha, look, the stones are gone now, completely gone. I'm gonna go outside now, see ya. And of course, Alpha, just being the cipher pool that she is, wanting to use Bonnie as a mere puppet, ends up telling her, Bonnie, you can't. I won't allow it. You're under strict instructions. We take care of you until your 10th birthday. And Bonnie's just not taking it at this point. It's like, oh, you liar. Vegapunk says that I'm going to be better within a year. And it's already been a year. And what he says has happened. You're calling him a liar? Of course, Alpha's like, you still can't. Anyways, on to page 12. Okay. Alright, Connie, you sly dog. Or you sly, wait, is she a duchess? I'm pretty sure she's a duchess. Anyways, you sly loyalty. Royalty. God bless it. Anyways. Pictures. Okay, so we see. I'm guessing before the confrontation between Connie, between Connie and Alpha. Nope, Bonnie and Alpha. We see her whispering like, "Shh, don't let it be known, but Alpha and her goons are actually secret agents of the world government." And the other people are like, "Wait, what? Shh, quiet." They were drinking in town and someone let it slip. Apparently your disease is already cured, Bonnie. And she's like, really? Which, first of all, it's like, really, guys? You're Cypher Pool 8. You're not supposed to get drunk. Which, to be honest with you, it's like, if you were watching a kid for 6 months that's as much of a troublemaker as Bonnie, I'm pretty sure you don't want to go to town and be like, oh God, I need a drink. Woo, yeah. But anyways, back to the story. I said that I was going to speedrun this whole thing, but I'm actually been taking my sweet time. Maybe I'm not that bad off. But anyways, back to the story. Connie keeps saying, I don't know what else they've got going on this whole thing, but it doesn't really make sense that they want to keep you locked up for another half a year, even though you are all healthy and back and normal now. Also, it doesn't really make much sense that your father Kuma hasn't write you a single letter now, does it? She starts tearing up, realizing the situation. He's like, yeah. Anyways, we see Connie telling Bonnie, I've already told the man about this. Bonnie, go to the harbor. Uh, harbor. Harbor! Jesus. Anyways, go to sea and go find your father, Bonnie. And she's like, really? I can see him? Oh, wait, I gotta do this justice. Really? I can see him? Oh, God, the voicing. Anyways, we didn't see Connie leaving the church, and she's telling Alpha, well, I'm off to the palace now. Make sure that you keep Bonnie safe, okay? Even though you're a backstabber. And Alpha's like, oh, yes, of course. Take care, ma'am. By the way, what was that last part that you were saying? Oh, nothing, dear. Just the ramblings of an old lady. All the while, we see the thought bubbles of what she said to Bonnie, like, Gio and his crew aren't ordinary fishers. They're legendary ruffian fishers. Oh, God, I love how she phrased that. And they strike fear into both pirates and beasts alike. They'll be able to help you out to reach your father, Bonnie. We did see her just being silent as she walks away, being like, oh yeah, I'm causing all this trouble. Anyways, page 13. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why didn't I realize this? Oh my God. Oh, hang on. Oh Jesus. Oh my Lord. Okay. Okay. I just caught a glimpse of it and read what happened, so. Oh. No, not my laughing fit. Please, anything but that. Okay. Ooh. Calm down. Let's get let's get to reading, and then I'll explain what's going on. That darn Wasper or whatever the heck it is. Oh, she is a queen, not a duchess. Never mind. Oh, that's really cool. Anyways, we see while disguised as Connie, Bonnie, which I just found out is Bonnie at this point, is silent. But in her mind, she's like, I can't believe it. I'm outside. There's dirt. There's grass. There's the sky and the sun. It's everything I ever wanted. All the while, we see the old people inside the church as they look through part of the board that they pulled out, being like, look at that. Bonnie's walking outside in the light of day. There really is a God. It's a miracle. I never thought this day would come. Which this is a big thing. And I really hope that when the anime gets to this, they really build up the emotion of this, you know? Anyways, we see one of the guys yelling from the harbor saying like, Bonnie, this way! Excuse me, I had a hiccup. We now see that Bonnie gave up the disguise and went back to her regular form, and she's like, Gio, tots, potato! Potato. Oh my goodness. Hey, Lost Paws, potatoes in one piece. Anyways, she yells at them saying, look, I'm outside! I'm finally outside! And by the way, I love the design of her ship. It looks like a big pizza. Of course, we'll talk about that later on. Back at the church, we hear Alpha screaming, Where is Bonnie? I just saw Queen Connie outside. What the heck is going on? All the while, we see Connie dressed up in Bonnie's attire saying like, what are you talking about? It's me! I'm Bonnie! And this is the part that makes me laugh. We see Alpha being like, don't you lie to me! I know you're not Bonnie! Oh my god, that part is so hilarious. Anyways, over to the sea, we see the ship setting sail. As we hear Bonnie and her crewmates saying like, set sail! Yeah! By the way, Bonnie, check it out. We have decorated the ship to look like the giant pizza that you love. What do you think? Looks pretty good, huh? By the way, we also decorated the sails as a fish bones and stuff. Pretty neat, huh? Anyways, page 14, I believe. Ooh. Oh, hang on, guys. May have to quiet down a bit. Her devil her devil fruit power is OP as heck. That is really cool. I'm gonna have to quiet down a bit, so this is what happened. We see Alpha running toward the ship saying, stop right there! And the ship is reacting like, holy crap, it's Alpha. We did see her with a kind of a scary look, saying, you know, if you attempt to escape, I have full authorization to use non-lethal violence to subdue you and bring you over to justice. By the way, this makes things so much easier. We did see her using, let's see, what's a Japanese term? Trying to remember what that is. Oh, Soru, or Sora. One of the, I believe that's the term. I'm sorry, my Japanese ain't that great, but I know in the English it should be, it was a moonwalk. Was it moonwalk? It's been a long time since we saw the Rokushiki, but anyways, we see Alpha saying accomplishments may be eliminated as she's hopping around the sky. And we see Yu-Gi-Oh just freaking out being like, she is flying at us. That is the Rokushiki's, the government's fighting style. We are screwed. Bonnie then remembers back to her younger days when Kuma was with her. As she asks him, hey dad, what does Nika look like? And he says, well, no one doesn't really know, but all the while Alpha is reaching out towards the ship. We did see Bonnie jumping off the ship, and she's using distorted future as her body starts stretching out like rubber. This is why I said her devil fruit is OP as heck, because I gotta talk about this at the end of the chapter. We see Gyo and Jingu being like, Bonnie? as a flashback shows Kuma talking to Bonnie saying, it says that his body is like rubber and he fights however he fancies. We did see her using future, no, Nika like future as she stretches her arm and punches Alpha in the face. Like I said, I'm going to talk about this at the end of the chapter, but give me just a second. We see that Alpha got punched out. She lands into the ocean. We see Gio and the others celebrating. And we see Bonnie in her adult form just smiling away. All the while the narrator says, the escape of Bonnie the hostage was related to the world government at once. And eventually, the fishing boat in search of her father has transformed into the pirate ship of the New World, much like Luffy's. And let's see. To be continued, and no breaks, which I think that's for certain because I remember they're saying 1102. So probably give me like a few days to make a thumbnail or something, and I'll release 1102. But anyways, let us review the chapter at once. So, on my previous stream, I kind of thought of a thing in my head where I think that maybe something did happen between Dragon and Genie. I was completely wrong on the mark. It just turns out that Kuma is very got detective skills, finding out that he did find out through Dragon that Luffy was his son. But who knows? Maybe there's still a possibility. I don't know. I mean, he didn't make it vague on who the mother is. But anyways, I'm not going to go into that because that's more theory layer and stuff. We got to see that Kuma met Luffy while he was training with Gum Gum X. And of course Luffy sensed him, but he bounced out of there. We see that Kuma is performing his roles as a warlord, pretty much destroying pirates and stuff while rescuing merchant ships. And he keeps writing to Bonnie. All the while, Bonnie keeps checking out the letters, which never come, because Alpha, being a witch, just keeps tearing the letters up to pieces. We also see that Alpha doesn't know about Bonnie's power, which is very clever of Connie. We got to see over at Vegapunk and Egghead Island, where we got to see that Vegapunk was able to cut off his head and possibly made the satellites. Actually, guys, give me just a second. Anyways, we got to see that Kuma's doing another operation, and we see that Stussy is there as well, which she knows about this whole thing going on. We got to see that despite losing his free will, he's still got another year, which he's using all of his time to write letters to Bonnie, which Stussy liked. We got to see that Bonnie celebrated her 9th birthday party, but it's sad that her father didn't write letters, which it can't be helped, Bonnie. Let's see. We got to see more of Dragon and Sabo and the others as they react to Kuma being free. I mean, not free. Oh my god, what am I thinking? Kuma helping them out during situations. Which I'm pretty sure is under the nose of the world government, because otherwise they would not allow this. He's very sneaky like that. Anyways, Bonnie pretty much figures out that Alpha is an agent thanks to Connie, and they plan an escape, which turned out to be successful. She got to see the sun for the first time, and it was very heartwarming. No, not to get to see the sun, but, you know, get to see it in so long. Let's see. Alpha figures out it's a trick over a very funny moment with Connie. That was hilarious. But anyways, they're able to escape. But of course, Alpha chases them, but Bonnie was able to defeat her using her distorted future and pretty much using Nika-like future, which allows her to extend her arm like Luffy's powers and knocks Alpha out. So, what does this mean? Well, Bonnie's power, a Devil Fruit power, is very OP. The fact that if you're able to master it, you can use distorted futures, which could allow you to tap into other Devil Fruit powers. Because as long as you can imagine it, like say you eat like Kaido's Azure Dragon Fruit. I don't think you'll go that extreme, but she may show properties that will allow her to do stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know how... Well, no, that could make a lot of sense because she's using Nika's like future and using his powers, which is a mythical Sun Fruit. I don't know. Like I said, this Devil Fruit power has become very OP because of this. I honestly can't wait to see what Tekking has to talk about this. But anyways, I'll be sure to mention him in Lost Pause in the comments. Bonnie was now able... God dang squeaky chair. Bonnie was able to escape now, so she's probably going to start her piracy adventures. Pretty much becoming one of these supernovas. I don't know if we're going to see that in this flashback, because that's kind of like her own thing, and we're kind of wanting to focus more on Kuma. Which then again, this is Bonnie's flashback as well, because, you know, she's remembering this through both her and Kuma's memories. So, I don't know. All I know is that the next chapter is going to be crazy, and I'm going to try to make a thumbnail, and I'm going to try to release it as soon as possible. But anyways, that's pretty much it, what I got for now. So with that, thank you all for coming on this fantastic reaction stream. I hope you all had as much fun as I did as we got to explore chapter 1001. Got to learn of Kuma's fate, even though we already know what it was. And we got to see how Bonnie was able to become a pirate and overthrow her witch, Alpha. Please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that way you're able to see all my previous videos and stuff. Also check me out on Twitter/X, as that's where I do my announcements and pulls. And on Twitch as well, as that's also where I do some of my streaming. And like I said, make sure you keep up with 100 views, because even though I won't be able to do the succubus drawing like I was wanting to do, I can still plan something else with it. And with that, I bid the show adieu. So long. See ya. Bye-bye. See you later, alligators. Okay, bye. Now then, I am hungry, and I'm gonna go eat.